Yapping Fever.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Yapping Fever, the podcast about all things 20s, careers, dreams, chaos, growth, and the realness of adulting. I'm your host, Tamara, and let's get into today's yap. Or tonight's yap, because it's currently 9:30 p.m. and this podcast is supposed to drop tomorrow. And we're only filming now. So exciting. So exciting. It is later than I would like. I am tired, but I promise I'm going to deliver a great episode for you guys today. I'm excited. This episode is a little bit of everything. It's a little bit chaotic. It's really talking about all different elements of your 20s. And I feel like this mood of feeling like I need to stay awake, which is making me go a little bit loopy, is going to feed so well into today's episode. I'm very excited to be here, like always, even though it's literally a sad day night and I'm filming a podcast episode. I was looking forward to it all day. I had such a busy day today, and all I could think was at least I get to do the podcast night, because I do feel like this is keeping me going and yeah, it makes me happy. So that's why I'm here. And if you're listening, I hope that you enjoy that too. So thank you so much for tuning in today. To start off, I'm going to give you my creative recommendation. Yesterday, I went to Laneway Festival in Melbourne, and I've never been to Laneway Festival, and it was really good. It was really, really good. I wanted to go because me and my friend wanted to see My Friend and I, is what my mother would say. Correct pronunciation, Tammy. My friend and I, oh my God, I did it again. Yeah, no, that was right. My friend and I. Yeah. Oh my God. My friend and I wanted to see ROLEMODEL perform. And oh my God, did he knock it out of the park. It was so good. We ended up getting such a good view. We were smack bang in the middle. I reckon he was maybe 10 meters away from us. Maybe 15. I don't really know. I'm not great. But I could see him in the flesh. So much so you could see his expressions. He put on such a great show. And that's why today I'm recommending his album, Kanas Anymore, brackets, The Longest Goodbye, which I think is the deluxe version of his album. But Kanas Anymore is such a good album. His whole set list was pretty much just songs from his album, that album. And it was brilliant. It was so good. There wasn't any skip song. I was singing the whole time. I was dancing the whole time. And I just think this album puts me in such a great mood. It puts me in such a great mood. Like everyone, I love the song Sally, When the Wine Runs Out. And also Deeply Still in Love. I really like the song The Dinner. That is such a good song. He sang that live and it was such a banger. And I didn't know he was singing it. I don't look up artists and set lists and what they're bringing to the festivals. And it was such a surprise. And I didn't think it was that popular. So I was so excited he did that one. I just think the whole album slaps. It's so good. So that's my creative recommendation. Listen to Kanas Anymore by ROLEMODEL. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about your 20s, and in particular, your 20s starter pack. Welcome to your 20s, guys. If it's just the beginning for you, if you're in your 20s trying to work out how these years are going to go, or if you're in the thick of it, near the end and dragging your toes to the finish line, this episode is for you. It's literally for anyone who is at any stage in their 20s. I feel like you'll just be able to relate. Your 20s has a lot going on. It's your first feel of adulthood, only to realize that you still feel like a complete child. It can be quite scary. It's amazing getting all this new freedom that you've never had before. It's also completely messy being the one that's in control. It's full of love and heartbreak, if that's platonic or romantic. You'll have a wild ride with all-nighters that change into early mornings, to changing lifestyle up and deciding on your own terms who you're going to be. Many of you will already be doing some of these things we're going to talk about today without even realizing it. And others will notice a pattern. But if you do one of them or all of them, congratulations, you're in your 20s. And this is the 20s starter pack. The first things in your 20s starter pack is your everyday needs. These are things that you need or you will not survive. You will not be able to go for the day. You will literally die. I'm joking. You'll be just fine, honey. But you really feel like they make your day better, and you need them. They become so routine and just gets a little extra skip in your step. So starting off, you need a drink personality. You need an iced latte personality. You need a caramel frappe latte personality. You need a matcha personality. You need a drink that's your go-to drink that you tell everyone you need every single day. You go to the coffee store and you're like, I need my iced latte right now. Right now, it's going to save my entire day. You know those girls who are like, I don't survive without a matcha. I have one every single morning. Like, you just need a drink that you start your day with that gets you the day and puts you in a good mood. Mine, especially in summer, is definitely an iced latte. My other one is a caramel cappuccino. If I don't have them, one or the other, we're starting the day off in the wrong hands. Like, it's bad. You gotta start the day right. I start my day with an iced coffee or the caramel latte. Sorry, a caramel cappuccino, because I like the chocolate stuff on top. So that's number one. The other thing is the emotional support water bottle. It is the water bottle that you take everywhere. You might have one, you might have two, you might have three. I have two. I've got a pink one, I got a green one, and they go everywhere with me. I move between houses, between me and my boyfriend's house, and yeah, I take my water bottle with me. Shocker, he's got water bottles at his house, but not mine. Not my pretty little water bottles that I like, filled with my ice, that have my name and my stickers on them. My water bottles have stickers because I'm cool like that. But yeah, I absolutely love them. Mine are Yetis. You will also find that you have a brand that you stick to. My friend's brand is Olaway. Is that how you say it, Ashley? I don't know, but she loves that brand. She doesn't go back. I'm a Yeti girl, also because my boyfriend gets a great discount. Yeah, but you will find the ones you like, and they will become your emotional water bottle that you take to the beach, that you take to your gym workouts, you'll take to your boyfriend's house, you'll take to your friend's house. Like, me and my friends catch up for like a little night in. We all bring our water bottles. Absolutely. Welcome to your 20s. You need your water bottle. The next one is a 5-step skincare routine. I don't love the 12-step skincare routine. Too many steps. And I'm a Virgo saying that, which means like we normally have the most steps in our skincare routine. But no, that's too many. You won't stick to it forever. You need, I say, 3 to 5 steps. You need a cleanser to wash your face. You need a serum at least, or toner, like one or the other, depending on your type of skin. And you need a moisturizer. If it's daytime, you need a sunscreen. You can swap them out. Like, if it's in the morning, I won't put moisturizer and sunscreen. I'll just jump straight to sunscreen, but I'll put my like serum on first. And I think like 3 to 5 steps, perfect. It's doable. You can do it morning and night. Becomes part of your life. I actually don't know the last time I skipped a skincare routine. I have it embedded into me now. And that never used to happen. Like, I used to just be like, oh, I won't do it now. And now it's so ingrained that I come home drunk from a night out and I still have enough like energy or know what I'm doing to take my face and makeup off and do my skincare routine. I was so drunk the other week and I was literally so ready for bed. I was like falling into bed, and then I was like, no, and I fell back to the bathroom. And my boyfriend was like, just sleep in your makeup. And I was like, absolutely not. And the last one for your everyday need is you need that banger playlist. You need that playlist that gets you hyped. I like to play my playlist in the morning because then I'm ready for the day. That with my iced coffee, I'm good to go. But you just need a playlist that you can come back to on the days where you're feeling a little bit off, where you want to do a hot girl walk and you need some good things in your ears. Yeah, I just think you need a banger playlist, or you need a banger album, something that puts you in a great mood. Brownie points if it's like a nostalgic one that like makes you feel young, or like makes you like feel transported back into like high school. Sometimes I'll listen to like High School Musical. It's elite. If it's not that, it's probably at the moment Role Model, Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Dean. They're my top artists at the moment. Brilliant. The next part of your 20s starter pack is work, dreams. What the fuck is this reality? This is work, your career, your dreams, your life coming to the forefront. You now have control to make everything yours. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to college. You get to decide how you spend your life. And in society these days, you kind of do need a job. So you work a job, you try and hustle a career, and some of you also like have big dreams to go for. And then you realize, what the fuck are we doing? This is so much hard work. Like, this isn't what I expected. So these categories include browsing Seek at 1 a.m. Oh yeah, we've all been there. Your job sucks, or you can't find a job, and you're like getting your life together, but at 1 a.m. and you're like, what can I do right now? Right now, what can I do to get my dream job in order? You can browse Seek, because Seek has everything besides acting jobs, to be honest. But it has like your casual jobs, it has part-time, it has everything, and you go for whatever you want to go for. If your resume is up to scratch or not, you submit it. Seek is your friend for that. The next one is spiraling about the same thing, but you haven't done anything to change it. Oh yeah. You'll have that mental breakdown 3 times a week and say that your life is completely over. And then when someone asks you, oh my God, like, what have you done to fix that? Nothing. I'm crying. That's what I'm doing to fix it. Why are you asking questions that are so silly? Let me have my moment. Okay? Guys, I am so loopy tonight that like, this is the most chaotic podcast I think I've ever brought out. The next one is I'm starting and changing my entire life, but I'm going to start Monday. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, I'm getting my shit together. I am going to like switch some things up. If that's like, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to apply for new jobs. I'm going to like make sure I'm dedicating this amount of time to like doing something for my future. I'm going to make sure I get off my phone more. Absolutely. I'm going to start that on Monday because it's a Thursday and like, why would we start midweek? That's a Monday problem. And like on the weekend, you know, like I want to be on my phone. So like we're going to hustle at this on Monday. And then Monday comes and you forget. And then it's Tuesday and you're like, shit. Next Monday. Yeah. That happens quite a bit. The next one is whenever something goes wrong, just slightly, small, something bad happens, you tell everyone you're moving city. I'm out of here. This place just isn't for me. As Chapel Roan said last night at Laneway, if I still feel this way in 4 months' time, fuck this city. I'm moving to Saskatchewan. I don't think that's how you say that city. Saskatchewan? Is that it? Anyway, you're fucking off when shit gets hard because why would you want to face it when you can just escape? Yeah, but that was the topic of work dreams. What the fuck is this? And I just think that sums it up so brilliantly. All those little 4 points. We had to pause the podcast because my boyfriend bought me a McFlurry and I had to have my sweet treat before we could continue because he's so sweet. And it's Valentine's Day and he was like, here's a McFlurry for you so you can get through the podcast. So nice. So we had a little bit of a pause, but now we are back and we're ready to continue. The next area in your 20s pack is solidifying your financial habits. In your 20s, you're going to get some financial habits that might not be like the best. And you'll think, oh, this will only be like a once off, only to repeat it for your entire 20s. Yeah, I do think you can grow out of financial habits. I do think you can make great habits, but you'll definitely have moments where this happens. You'll complain to everyone that you're broke. I'm so broke. I'm so broke. Like, I have no money. And then you'll drop $200 on that concert ticket. Because why wouldn't you? Because your favorite artist, or honestly just a mid-range artist that you like listen to sometimes, is coming to town and you want to go. And you want to go to the concert. So you're going to drop $200 on that. Yeah, I'm broke, but I'm broke at a concert. So life is so much better, right? Absolutely. You'll invest in bougie trips because you only live once and money comes back. Money comes back, guys, but we will never be able to be broke and in Italy because surely when we're older, we'll be richer when we're in Italy, right? So you'll go on that trip and just be like, nah, it's fine. It's fine that I have no money. It's going to be so much fun and it's an adventure. It'll be so worth it. You'll be late on rent, but you will buy an $8 iced latte every single day. Every morning, you'll have to get that iced latte, and you know why it's so expensive? Because you drink oat milk, because you have caramel syrup, because you get an extra shot of coffee, and that means it's an $8 latte or an $8 matcha, and that's why your rent is late. That's why you can't pay your rent on time, honey. But the coffee, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it. You'll download the free trial for Spotify, for Netflix, for audiobook, for whatever, for Facetune. And you will forget to cancel it before it ends, and then there goes all your money. And you'll forget you probably have free trials running at the same time, and then all of it will come out of the bank because Apple subscription does you dirty like that, and it will just be like $50 removed from your account. You're like, excuse me, I didn't sign for everything, and then you go in and you're like, oh my god, CapCut, you're expensive, you're really expensive, bit rude. Yeah, and that's where all your money is going, onto those free trials that aren't free anymore because you missed the deadline. And then you'll look at that and you probably won't even cancel it straight away. You'll be like, oh, now I've got a month, I'll cancel it after. Yeah, that's what you're draining your money into. But don't worry, you can change your financial habits in your 30s, maybe, if you're lucky. Now remember that being in your 20s means you're an adult. However, you are actually just a big child. And here's the moments where that really feels so true. You schedule your own doctor's appointments now. Congratulations. However, you still live at home with your parents. So, adulting, kind of. You think that you'll grow out of like tantrums and breakdowns only to realize your audience changes, because now you don't do it in the middle of the shopping center. You do it into the bathroom mirror or into your pillow at nighttime where no one can see you. But you still have them. What's that Taylor Swift song in like 7 where she's like, I wish I could scream like ferociously? She probably does that just at home in her big mansion. Slay queen. Because she was crying a lot, because she says in that other song, I cry a lot but I'm so productive. So literally you just have your mental breakdowns in different places. You learn to like not have an audience. You have moments where you forget that now you're the adult who has the final say. You'll be like, oh yeah, I could do that. Maybe I'll check with mum. Honey, you don't need to check with mum because you're not even 18. You're full on in your 20s and you can do what you want. You'll probably still check with your mum, guys, and get the advice, but like, it is up to you at the end of the day. And you'll realize that your bad mood is probably just because you need a nap or a snack because you're just a little child. How many times have people got like hangry and they're like, have food and then they feel so much better? And you really just realize that we never grow up. We never grow out of like our first instincts to sleep, to eat. It really does make us better. And all those kids who are skipping like nap time in kinder, they don't know what they're missing. They really don't, because you will be begging to be able to nap when you're an adult. When that work clock's off at like 5 p.m, some days you just need the nap. The next section in the starter pack is that you realize romance is over. Here's the thing about romance. There's some things you need to watch out for. There's some great things about romance. I can say that. I do have a boyfriend. And I think it's great. But I also think 20s is working out that sometimes romance sucks. And sometimes for a while it can feel really dead. You've got to watch out for the biggest red flag of all time, which is the J names. Absolutely. The J names are the biggest red flag. You can never fully trust a guy whose name starts with J. Jake, James, Josh. I know 3 guys that have those names. And were they all red flags? Like, biggest red flags I've ever met. Yeah. I just think that like 1 in 500, there'll be a guy who has a J name and he'll be a good guy. But is it worth going through all the 499? No, it's not. So just steer clear. Dodge a bullet. Trust me, from someone who's been there. J names, biggest red flag. Next one is convincing yourself that him liking your Instagram story means he's in love with you. Absolutely. He likes your Instagram story. He has not texted you. He's literally ghosting you. But likes your Instagram story, he's in love. He's playing the long game. He's waiting. You should just totally text him. You should totally text him for him not to reply. Do that, honey, because he definitely loves you. Because why would he like your Instagram photo if he didn't? It's not like he likes every girl's Instagram photo. Or Instagram story even. Like, trust me. It's just you. Next one is you'll invest your love into fictional characters because they're so much better than real life boys. Every romance book, there'll be a guy who's 100 times better. Half the TV shows, the men, so good. Like I said, I'm currently watching Vampire Diaries and I am a full-on Damon girl. And I used to watch those like TikToks that was like those wedding TikToks and the girls would be like, the guys would be really happy to get married and the girls would be like, it's okay, like you'll be fine. And the girl who's getting married, the bride's like, but he's not Damon. I get it, girl. I get it. Fictional characters, they're amazing. So you will invest your time and your love into them instead. And the last one is dating for the plot. You will just want to date for the plot because you can't date for romance these days, but you can date for a free meal. Keep that in mind, ladies. Date for the free meal. Or split meals or pay for the meal. I don't know. Show that you're a bowler and can afford your own food and his meal. Do that, but only once. Like, don't get to chowdy too much. But date for the plot. It makes it so much more fun. Don't date for end games, I think, in your 20s because it's messy, it's chaotic, and romance is all over the place, but it's amazing. So that's just some of the romances over starter packs. The next section is girlhood is life. And absolutely, girlhood is life. Keep your girls so close in your 20s. However, you will realize that girlhood also takes 5 to 6 weeks to schedule because everyone is so busy and you're all on different timelines. Because one of you've got the 9 to 5, another you is a casual worker, can't do weekends. Someone else has like evening shifts, and everyone has a party with different people on the weekends. So we love you so much, but we will see you in 5 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months. Yeah. And it will literally be like everyone's so busy and it's like, see you in 6 weeks. Is that when you're free? Like, yeah, it can get chaotic and get messy, but definitely make time for girls because girlhood really is everything. And I feel like with your girls, you can do anything. If it's a night in, a night out, a movie. The next part is the trip made it out of the group chat. Hell yeah. However, we're broke. And we didn't really think that through. What do you mean that we're now doing a trip, but now we realize that we're scrambling for money, that we can't go out until this trip because every time we're catching up, we are coming over to watch a movie at home, dinner already eaten, and no one's drinking because all our money has to go into the trip because it's expensive. And if you've ever been in a situation where the trip gets out of the group chat, it's amazing. And it doesn't happen often. So many times you'll chuck it in the group chat, like, want to do a trip, and everyone's like, can't do it, or like, not the right time. Excuses will come up. And if you find a group that like are down, and they can like make that work, hell yeah, you're 100% in, and you book things and you think things before, maybe thinking through the cost of everything. Absolutely. But don't worry, guys, because you might be broke, but you will be broke in Bali. And Bali's pretty cheap anyway. Or in Japan, or wherever the hell you want to go. You'll have one whole chat that is just memes and TikToks and nothing else we've talked about, nothing else will be said, and that is how you're communicating in those 5 weeks so that you can't see each other in person, but you will know each other's vibe. And oh my God, amazing if you send a TikTok and your friend sends the same TikTok because you literally are mind readers, and that means you're so connected even when you're not catching up because you just know what the other one will like and you're in sync. And all you need is memes and TikToks for a friendship to survive. Seriously. It's the 21st century. It's 2026. Jump on. And the worst thing is when you have a friend and you have to explain to her the TikTok because she's not on TikTok. And the two of you, this is what happens. Right? This is what happens. Ashley and me have TikTok and Sarah doesn't have TikTok. Love her to God, but she doesn't. So Ashley and me, we're talking something and Sarah doesn't know what's going on. So we have to fill it in. And then I feel like you still don't get it. She still doesn't get it. And there'll be so many times like in Europe that would have a bit. That would have something so funny. And Sarah would be like, what? And it's like, girl, you don't have TikTok. But me and Ashley, that's how we communicate. TikTok's back and back. And the last one is no one needs therapy because you've got your girls. But maybe all us girls need therapy because we are staying delulu together. Everything is delusional. And if you think it's a good idea, I think it's a good idea. And if we think it's a good idea, then it must be the right thing to do, right? Or not. Maybe we're just hyping each other's up and making each other more delusional. But it's okay because they're our therapy and they're a lot cheaper than, I say a lot cheaper, but maybe it's not. Like maybe the events we're doing and like the alcohol we're spending, the money we're spending on alcohol isn't cheaper than a therapist. If you do need therapy, go get it. It is really important. This is just a bit, it's just a joke, a bit of lighthearted fun for today's podcast. So that's a little girlhood section for your 20s and the starter pack and how life will go with your girls in their 20s, because it really just goes from see you in 5 weeks to holidays to this is the best idea we've ever had, let's do it. You should totally text him. Like I said, he liked your Instagram story, so he's literally in love with you. The last one is, oh my God, it's devastating. These are the things that are just bound to happen, and they're not the end of the world. They're not. But it just feels so big, and you're like, oh my God, really? Like, that sucks. One of them will be that alcohol you can no longer shot or drink because it scars you. Mine is Fireball. You don't get me near Fireball. The last time I had Fireball, I literally had to run to a bathroom and I nearly threw up. And that's because when I was 18 and I got my heart broken, revert back to romance is dead section. Yeah. I sculled Fireball from the bottle. Oh, it ruined me. And now I cannot touch that thing for the life of me. I know someone who can't do Majuri because too scarred from it. Someone can't do like bourbon. Like, there's an alcohol that you'll have a night that will just ruin it for you for the rest of your life, and you'll never touch it again because it's too hard. You'll literally throw up. Gut wrenching. Oh, and that's devastating. Me and Fireball, we have parted. Oh, we didn't last long. We lasted about 3 weeks of being 18 until we had to bid farewell. The next one is the outfit you spent hundreds of dollars on only to outgrow. There'll be something that you'll buy for an event, for a special occasion that you're saving, and you'll put it on when the time's right, and yeah, it won't fit. Or it's out of style in like a way that like it just isn't flattering, or like your body will change and you're just like, it's not for me anymore. And devastating because you were so looking forward to wearing it and you spent all this money on it, and now it's not working. Now you think you have to sell it or donate it, but you can't use it, and that sucks. The next one is the song that will emotionally scar you for life. Absolutely, there'll be a song that you like fall in love to, or it's like your girl song, and then something will happen and the song will come on the radio after like the massive breakdown happens and the fallout of everyone, and you'll hear it and you're like, what the fuck is that? Turn it off. Cannot listen to that without being emotionally scarred, without bringing memories back. Absolutely not. My one thing to say is that if you have a favorite artist or a favorite song, do not make it your song with your person or the person you think is going to be your person, because if you ever, God forbid, break up or like even friendship breakdown, you can't listen to it, and then it's not your song anymore. So show them like the mediocre one that you're like, oh yeah, this could become our song, not your faves. Seriously, don't do it, because the songs will emotionally scar you. Songs hold so much like meaning, I feel like, behind it, especially because it's so like lyrical. If you're a person who like loves lyrics like I am, do not share your songs. Like, I heard a song once and it wasn't even like that meaningful, and we were in a car. It was like me, Ash and Sarah, and I was like, skip it, and they're like, what? And I was like, just skip it. And it was because I remember playing it with someone we had a crush on, and then it all fell apart, and I literally couldn't even listen to it. And then the last thing is that embarrassing thing you did while drunk. There'll be something, there'll be a story. You'll be like me in faceplant in Rome when you're drunk. And then the girls behind you who don't know you will laugh at you. And you have to think about that for the rest of your life. I'm joking. That one's not embarrassing for me. That was hilarious. But there'll be something that you'll do that's embarrassing. You'll overshare. You'll trip. I don't know, try and kiss someone and they're like, whoa, what are you doing? Something will happen. And you just have to be like, yeah, that was a drunken night, and never want to talk about it again. Embarrassing moments. And that is, oh my God, devastating. But it's all part of your 20s. That was your 20 starter pack. You will have some of those moments, I'm sure, if it's those devastating moments, if it's the girlhood things you can relate to, if it's like just your emotional support water bottle. There'll be something in there like, yeah, I do that. Oh yeah, I've gone into that one. But I think it's all fun and games. It's so great. You're finally an adult. And that's exciting. That's so exciting. And it comes with, like I say, like always, it's messy, it's chaotic, but it's also so much fun and so amazing, just like this podcast has been today. Thank you so much for listening. You can follow the podcast wherever you're listening. I'm on YouTube and Spotify. Hit subscribe on both if you're feeling generous. Please follow the podcast on Instagram at Yapping Fever. And my personal Instagram and TikTok is at tamara.barden. Follow that to keep up to date about my life, the highlights, the mess, the podcast. I post about that stuff too. And I really hope that you're listening again in 2 weeks' time, because that's when I'll be back in your ears. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.